Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Today I am on day 29 of a 140-day semen retention challenge. By the way, if you are new to my channel, just so you know, semen retention is not something you have to do in order to give up a porn addiction. No. It's now more than 4 years since I last watched porn, and I'm personally just doing this retention thing as a fun challenge from time to time. Anyway, I would like to share something strange that happened to me on day 23 of this retention challenge. Now, you may have heard about something called NoFap attraction. It's a phenomenon where guys who quit using porn and who take a break from busting nuts suddenly find that people are responding to them differently, and some even say that girls start giving them an unnatural amount of attention, and that there is suddenly some kind of attraction phenomenon going on there. Well, listen, if you're new to this, then don't freak out here, because I am not going to claim anything such in this video, but I just have to share what happened to me last Thursday. So on Thursday afternoon, I went out grocery shopping, and before I went into the mall, I decided to recycle some empty soda bottles. So as I stood there and was feeding the bottles into the recycling machine, I noticed this lady, this middle-aged lady about 4 meters to the right of me, also recycling bottles, and she was looking right towards me. Now, after a while, I looked to my right again, and sure enough, this time she smiled at me and nodded slightly. Well, I nodded back and didn't think much of it at all. And after a little while again, I once more looked to my right, and this woman just kept staring at me, and it was clear that she wanted me to say something to her. But I was not out to seek connection at all. I just wanted to mind my own business. So once I was done with the recycling, I left that place and entered the mall and didn't think more of it. But right away as I entered the mall, I met 2 girls who looked straight at me, and both of them gave me a warm smile at the same time. Well, that's strange. That doesn't really happen that often. Anyway, I kept on going, passing a few more people, when a man suddenly looked straight at me and nodded his head slightly, as in a respectful nod. And then just a few meters after that, a 30-year-old something woman looked straight at me and gave me a shy smile. Now, by now, I started feeling weird, because you have to understand, in my country, it is not really normal to make eye contact with strangers this often. I mean, sure, it happens from time to time, but now it seemed to be happening every 10 meters or so. I mean, what the heck? This kept on happening during my entire stay at the mall. Now, I am not a good-looking man. I would rate myself average at best, so I kid you not. When I passed the clothing section, I actually had to check myself out in the mirror. If something was wrong with me, like did I have my jacket on inside out, or did I have something on my face that people were half laughing at? But no, I couldn't see anything special going on. And here's the thing, I didn't even remember that I was doing my semen retention challenge until halfway into my shopping, when I suddenly remembered and went, I'll be damned. Is there really something more to this retention attraction phenomenon? Is there really? Now, I have been experiencing it before during some of my retention streaks over the years, but never like this day. And I know this sounds so strange, but it was like I was some kind of attention magnet, even though I wasn't doing anything. I am starting to believe that the more dopamine healthy you are, the stronger this phenomenon can become. And the thing is, I have been doing a lot of shorter dopamine fasting protocols lately, as well as meditating, doing a lot of cardio, and taking a lot of ice cold showers. But man, that day, people were just looking at me, both men and women. Now, I am not saying that the girls who were looking at me did so because they were interested in me in a way that they wanted something to happen. In fact, I'm not claiming anything here. I am just saying that that day I suddenly got way more attention than I ever gotten from just walking out in public before. I mean, even after I had paid for my food and I was walking out of the mall, this very good-looking woman just locked her eyes with me almost in a sexually provoking way. And again, I didn't say anything to her or anyone else that day. I was just minding my own business because I didn't even feel like being social. Now, I have to be honest with you. In the car on my way home, I started thinking that maybe I shouldn't even share this with my subscribers. Because I'm a middle-aged man and I just think things like this sound so, naive. And I'm the kind of guy who has both his feet firmly planted on the ground, and easily cringes when he hears things like that can be considered a bit woo-woo or out there, so to speak. So, to be honest, I don't feel comfortable talking about things like this. But at the same time, I can't deny what happened either. Now, here's the thing. It may all have been just a coincidence that all of those people that day just happened to look my way. But man, they were so many. And it all felt really, really strange. Anyway, I have talked about the NoFap attraction phenomenon on my channel before. I have even made a 2-part video series where I try to speculate on what the heck could be going on with that. And I link to that series in a moment. But how are you guys doing on your challenge? Are you going strong or are you struggling? Please share what day you are on in the comments section below. And also, please share if you have experienced anything like I just shared in today's video, because I'm sure people would love to read things like that. Okay, and so if relapses are preventing you from even getting past a few weeks in order to start experiencing different kinds of benefits, then make sure to download my free 90-day no PMO advice and tool guide using the link under the video. And about the NoFap attraction phenomenon, you can see that video series here. Just click on that right now and go and take a look at just what the heck could be going on with this whole phenomenon.